So this company here, Vevor, I guess it's, I've never heard of them, but they reached out and asked if we wanted to try out some of their products. And I think I'm not even 100% sure. It looks like they've got an absolute ton of stuff on their website. Vevor, tough tools, half the price. So when they reached out to us, they gave me they gave me a couple like tools that they're like, if you want to try one of these, you can. So I ended up getting this, and I honestly, I look back at it and I'm like, I don't even 100% sure why I chose it, to be honest with you. But it was one of the things that I was like, maybe I can use something like this, and this was it right here. Vevor Drywall Sander, 850 watt, electric drywall sander, variable speed, etc., right? Foldable sheetrock sander with telescopic handle, electric sander. Oh, look, you get a $5 off coupon if you want. That's cool. But my thought was, I really don't have anything, any drywall that needs sanding, but it did say, right, foldable sheetrock sander, electric sander, and they're kind of just drywall sander, etc., etc. So in my head, I was just like, okay, it's a sander. Now I don't know if that's necessarily true, because again, that's not my area of expertise. But I was down with it because I'm like, sander looks cool. I'm sure I can figure out something. And my thought was that because of what it is, maybe, and I may be completely wrong here, and this may be completely out to lunch, I wanted to sand our deck a little bit because we do want to stain it, because since we bought it, it kind of needs some work. I was like, maybe this will do something helpful. Now we have a power washer, so we have power washed it a little bit, but now I figured we'd sand it before we put some stain on it. Now I'm only going to do, that's my puppy over there making a racket. I am going to sand just a little bit just to see if it functions. Just realize this video is about just showing this product and letting you guys know about this Vevor. Now this is Vevor.ca. It looks like this came in at $156. There is a Vevor.com for those of you that are in the US. I do encourage you to kind of look through their site, because I'm hoping that I can partner with them again later, because check this out. Where did I find this? Check this out here. Categories, automotive, which I do like automotive. And this was one of the things right there. This little lifts and hoists and jacks. That was kind of cool. I almost went with that. But again, I don't do a lot of work on my car, so I was like, we'll see. But look at all this kind of cool stuff. And the big thing I was like was this, motorcycle parts and accessories, because that is definitely something that kind of fits along what we kind of do here on this channel. And I was like, oh, wheel chock, cool, not a bad price, 95 bucks. That's not bad, right? These ones here, for those of you that have like sport bikes, that's kind of nice. They don't have a lot of stuff, right? But this was the two things, this motorcycle tent, and what I loved about this, check this out. I don't know if that's because that's not completely accurate. You can tell that that bike was photoshopped in, right? But it does look like it's, in theory, should be nice and tall. There's a family, but they say, based on this, how large it is, maybe. So that was cool. And my other hope was this. This would be awesome, because my thought was next year I wanted to, when the spring came around, was kind of build a little shed extension, I guess, for being able to park the bikes under, just to kind of get, the rain, because we get a lot of birds, because we all the trees we have in it. So number one, we get a lot of leaves that fall on the bikes, which is one thing. Two is we get a lot of bird crap on the bikes, which I'm not a fan of. You finally want to go out, and we get a lot of spider webs. I don't think spider webs, this would kind of help it too much, because it's probably, they can get underneath, whatever. But rain and bird crap, for sure. And that's not a bad price. 291 reviews. 291 bucks, 292 bucks, 14 reviews. And they do have a bunch of them. I don't know the difference in all of them. I'm sure it has to do with the material that's used and maybe the physical size, but under 300 bucks, that's probably not too bad. So my hope is that they'll partner with me again to get one, maybe two, one for Mary's bike, one for my bike. You know, that would be fantastic. Maybe this gray one and a black one. I'm just saying, Vevor, if you want to, I'd be down, because the bikes are going in storage right away. Mary's is in storage, but even this would be nice to put over top of them while they're in storage, so that you can keep all the dust and stuff off, right? All right, anyways, you guys can probably see it. The box is right there for this sander. So we're gonna take a look at what comes in the box, and I'm gonna sand something with it, I guess. All right, stay tuned. I've moved the box over to the side because I can't have me and the box in the shot, because it just fills up the whole table. This is the stuff. This is the stuff in the box. So you do get, of course, you guys hopefully can see that it's a manual. It's a good size manual, which is good. Printing is good. You know, you can easily read all that stuff. Just manual. Will I need it? Yeah, probably. That's a good chance. You are going to get some different, my guess is these are different, like sandpaper, sand stuff. See how much I know about this stuff? Not much. There's a lot of you out there that probably would be in the same scenario. Oh, this is the vacuum bag. So that's the vacuum bag, which is gonna, for drywall, and that would take all your dust and stuff. They even give you little gloves. Isn't that nice? These are very rubbery gloves. My guess is that they would stick well. It's just things. They're stretchy. They fit me. Okay, that's something right there. Whatever, it's a little add-on. Cool. And then this kind of comes in, I don't know, like a bunch of pieces. This is the sander. It is pieces, but not really. So it's just all needs to be joined. So it must be, the Vevor must be like its actual brand, because I don't know if you can see on the side there, it does say Vevor on it. And it has a bunch of LED strips around it. That's interesting. I'm trying not to knock stuff over. This, I'm just doing it right here, just has a little hook and latch. That's it. Hook and latch. And then that's ready to go. It was just right there. Little latch. Power cable. I don't know if it'll stand up on its own. Yeah, if you leave it backwards, it does. So that's kind of cool. I'm guessing this is the hose that goes into the vacuum bag. And last but not least, maybe an extension if you need it to be longer. No, this goes on the top, I'm guessing. There's a little spot right there. This must be for the vacuum bag. That's my guess. This must be for the vacuum bag. So this somehow goes, the hose goes into this goes into the vacuum bag, and that somehow connects onto that, which I will do before we try it out. That's everything. Not everything. You get some Allen keys, and looks like some gaskets and some washers and some extra springs. I'm guessing this is if something goes wrong down the road and you need to repair it. So nice that it came with that, and that's it. Okay, I'm gonna put it kind of together, just the vacuum bag stuff, and we'll go outside and try it out. All right, guys. So I've got it all. It's on the ground over here. Now, the first thing to realize, hold on, I'll just go grab it. The pads are kind of just put on with Velcro. Nice and easy to put on. You just stick them. You can probably hear it, right? It's just Velcro on there. You just line up the holes, so I guess make sure it's kind of straight. The other thing too is that the handle, you can adjust it, and it just tightens from the side here. Put the hose on, they lock in. There's a little twist just to make sure it's in place to lock. And then this is, of course, the vacuum bag. You can feel like a Ghostbuster, I guess. Put that on. Now you're a Ghostbuster. I'm gonna go plug it in. The cable's decent length, but you probably need like an extension cord just to get it longer. And let's go over here. I'm gonna plug this in. It probably has a little cover on the plug. And we are going to we're just going to try it. Nothing overly exciting, just to see if it works. So I don't necessarily even know if there's a power switch on the bottom. Oh, and it does light up. I don't know if you guys can see that. It lights up. I guess so that you can do this in the dark, I guess. Cool though. Ready? And it does have a trigger down here, so I don't think you can lock it. It would be nice to be able to lock it on. Oh, and there's speeds up here too, so you can be like slower, right? There's a little, just a twist dial right by the trigger. You can go all the way up to max. Oh yeah, and I don't think there's a lock. It feels like there should be a lock, but I don't think it is. All right, let's try it out some more, shall we? Anything on the bottom? You guys see anything on the bottom? Right. It's definitely sanding. Now, the one thing to realize is this is not intended. Cold out. It's not intended for this. But I do think if you had probably something that just needed a light sanding, this would be good. Now, the issue, of course, with this is that it is fairly probably uneven, the wood. So a smaller sander would be good because you can kind of just get in there. But I could definitely see how this would be useful, for sure. I'm just like if you guys can't tell, but if you were to feel it, it's definitely smoother. The other wood is coarse, whereas this is smooth. So it's definitely doing its job. Yeah, that's all right. That's cool. I think the sandpaper, if you're doing it on wood like I am, you'll go through the sandpaper fairly fast, but that may be just in general. Again, it's not my area of expertise by any means, but I do like it. I could see myself doing this, and you guys probably can't tell too much. You can tell where I did it versus where I didn't do it. The color of the wood is different as well. So I think if you were using this for gyprock or drywall or whatever, it would do a good job. All right, guys, Vevor. I'd never heard of them. Anyways, I'll put links down below. There is a Vevor Canada, there's a Vevor.com. They have all kinds of stuff. It's kind of just like a online tool shop. Check their prices. Could be some good finds up there. And I'm hoping I can get a little motorcycle shed. Alright guys, that's it. I'm out. It's cool. And we'll see you guys later.